In the Meadowlands, where Greg Williams' Cover Zero Blitz proved that the only thing keeping this tank alive is a car.
Thanks for joining us here and wherever the hell we are. We're not in New York, I can tell you that. I think it's New Jersey. There's a lot of needles lying around. Any hoozles. After offsetting penalties, let's see if Derek Carr can have one last chance at redemption against the hapless Jets. It's 3rd and 10 from their own, we'll call it the 46-yard line, or from the Jets' 46-yard line. Derek Carr, he takes the snap, and he drops back, and he steps high into the pocket and throws up a goddamn prayer. Ruggs is probably down there somewhere, and he catches it in single-man coverage. 1 minute to beat. It's a touchdown, and the Raiders win the game.
Jets still lead the Trevor Lawrence sweepstake. Raiders 31-28. In Houston, where Romeo Wherefore Art Thou ball security resulted in a decisive swing for the Third Reich win in Houston.
Deshaun Watson has a chance now inside the 5. Oh, actually, Greg, I just got word. Scotty from Ohio bet Houston +3. Let's see how this turns out. You know how he's usually good luck. And it's a fumble! He takes the hike, and it's a fumble! And the Colts are going to take this. It drops straight on the ground. I think it's 54 that's got it, and the Colts are going to come out of Houston with a W. Scotty, why'd you do it to Houston?
Somehow that over doesn't hit. Indy 26, Houston 20.
In the frozen tundra, where Jalen Hurts was threatening to dethrone Green Bay, but the Packers were a-jonesing for a ceiling score.
Packers clinging to a 7-point lead. Here's the handoff. Aaron Jones straight up the gooch. 35-40. He breaks free. 50 into Eagle territory. A few men to beat. He cuts back. Whoop! 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Packers.
Hopeless fan podcast.
Yeah.
How you guys doing? It's Scotty, Shelby, Zack. We're here.
1 week show this week.
1 week show because it's the holiday season. Boop doo bow.
Brought to you by recording once a week. It's what we do now.
Mega show today. I'm out of town tomorrow. Then we wanted to wait for Monday and Tuesday for the football week to shape up. What was your big observations? We won't go through every game because we got a lot to get to today. But what are some of the games you want to highlight on from Sunday?
Man. I bet the Chiefs -13 or 12.
I did not.
The Seahawks, man. Fucked me.
A little sus.
Fucked me.
Well, Russell Wilson now like plus 2,000 to win the MVP?
Yeah.
That's not how it's going to be. Mahomes or you know who it should probably be, or probably could be, is Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Dalvin Cook maybe.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes -500 to win the MVP right now. Aaron Rodgers 4-1, and then Josh Allen number 3 at 1,400. 14.
I like that pick too. I like Josh Allen as MVP.
I had Raiders winning, which was electric. This is all in a parlay. Moneyline parlay. Raiders. Then I had the Chiefs. I had the Packers. And I had the fucking Seahawks.
Just to win.
Couldn't do it.
Second biggest upset of the regular season behind Las Vegas win.
That's a rat
Kansas
line.
City.
What were they, -5?
The Washington upsetting the Steelers wouldn't be the biggest upset.
They were only 6-point favorites.
Point spread wise.
Yeah,
gotcha.
What'd you say, Scotty?
Seahawks were what, -5?
They were -10.
Yeah.
Are you
That's
serious?
The biggest point spread upset.
Second biggest point spread of
Second.
a straight up underdog outright win, besides Oakland or Las Vegas when they were 13 points.
Hey, well, so beyond before Wednesday or Tuesday, I guess before yesterday when the Steelers played the Washington football team, I would have said Big Ben as MVP. I could have said that, and
yeah.
I wouldn't be far fetched. But now,
and like you said, that basically cements Alex Smith for comeback player of the year. In
it was
fact,
a head-to-head battle for it. I think.
I don't even think they have odds up anymore because Alex Smith is going to run away with it.
Yeah.
And he was the odds-on favorite in the offseason. Tough.
Was he?
Yep.
Yeah. And everyone was like, why? He's not even going to play. And then Dwayne Haskins sucks. Here's a takeaway. Cleveland Browns. Kind of waiting for them to get that signature win. And hate to say that they did. 41-35 on the road at Tennessee, but it wasn't even that close.
Right. Yeah. That was a great A great comeback by them in terms of just scoring, but none of it could have been Derrick Henry. I lost by 1 point.
You want to get into how'd you get screwed in fantasy?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered because Chase won his matchup, so I wouldn't have got in anyways. But
Zack is
just
out of the
my
playoffs.
matchup, my no surprise here. My matchup alone was frustrating because I had a huge lead contending for high points. My dumbass starts Slayton instead of Kiki Kuti.
And Nick Mullins on your bench.
Nick Mullins on my bench. I started Mitch Trubisky, and I had on my bench CeeDee Lamb.
Tough. And what was in? Not to mention, and we'll get into the Chiefs Broncos game. Tyreek Hill had a touchdown called back where he had the most disrespectful backflip into the end zone, and then the touchdown he could have had he been the one. Had he been every other receiver. He's the only receiver to ever come down with a ball and say that he didn't catch it when the ball never hit the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was tough for you on multiple levels because you're playing against Mahomes. You had Tyreek.
Right.
And that's tough.
Yeah. Tough look.
Scotty, did you get screwed in fantasy at all?
No. Just every single time I play you personally, it doesn't even matter who you start because your bench goes off, your starters go off, and you had high points this week. But it doesn't matter.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Oh, okay. I could have if I would have started. Matt Stafford had 50, Cam Newton had 26, Cole Beasley had 30. Yeah. Instead, I started like an idiot. I started Justin Herbert against Bill Belichick, who dominates first-year quarterbacks, and he was dreadful. His worst game by far. But yeah, Taysom Hill throws to Michael Thomas now, so that was good.
Yeah. I mean, nothing changed for me. If I beat you, I would have been the first seed, but now I'm the 2 seed, so whatever. I have a bye.
You have a bye either way. Yeah. Any other games? The Bears blew that game in hilarious fashion. I think their defense kind of given up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's almost hilarious the way the Bears and Lions games, both of them this year, have gone. Week 1, you saw that huge comeback by the Bears against the Lions, and then the Lions just kind of returned the favor in Soldier Field. So, Shelby, remind me, what's the bet for Detroit? I have the under 6, right?
Yeah, let's. We can. I'll pull it up on the bet tracker. But another game I wanted to talk about. I called it a loser leaves town game. Are the Cardinals done? They're a Hail Murray away from a 5-game losing streak, so they've lost 4 out of 5. They looked fairly bad for the most part, as bad as you can look when you score 28 points. But 38-28, they lose to the Rams, who are now in first place in the NFC West because the Giants pulled out that upset. Are the Rams for real? I think Kyler Murray might be hurt.
Gosh, that little shrimp probably just bent his arm a little bit awkwardly, and now it's you guys like that picture of him and Tyreek Hill, just like the new era small boys of the NFL?
Oh, it's hilarious. Oh, I dropped that in the DMs before, and no one said anything. And
really?
Yeah.
Must have not seen it.
But yeah, the Kyler Murray shrink down into a mini guy throwing a football will forever not be funny. Or not be funny. It will always be funny. And Scotty, I'll drop it in our chat. But yeah, I have the over 6 wins for the Lions.
What are they at now? 5?
Yeah, and I got awful odds on it.
Shelby, the over-under rushing yards by Le'Veon Bell's looking juicy.
Well, we pushed on it officially because he switched teams.
Why?
Because he switched teams, and Scotty, that would have happened with a real ticket. Wouldn't have mattered. He could have been on pace for it, and if he would have switched teams, it would have been. Yeah.
You guys are going to push on who's going to win the NFC East.
Oh yeah, Philly and Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, our NFC East bet.
What the fuck?
It sucks for the Eagles because they get a first place schedule and they lost to Green Bay by 14, and now Carson Wentz sucks. He's getting replaced by Jalen Hurts. It sucks for them because they play the NFC West, but then Philly also gets that first place schedule from last year. So the last 2 weeks they've played the Packers, and now they play the Saints, and they're just screwed all the way around. They do play the Saints at home. I think they're a 7-point underdog, but no one thinks they're going to win that game. So that just looks like 3-9-1 for them easy.
Scotty, the Lions only need 2 more, and you're in trouble.
Well, 1 win and we at least push.
Right. They need 2. They need 2 more, and then
how many games are left?
Well,
to go?
same deal with
Panthers.
The Giants for us.
Right. So the Giants, I'll give you this, Scotty. The Lions need one win to push. They're not going to be favored in any of them. Green Bay, Tennessee, Tampa Bay, Minnesota.
Yeah, they might. I might win that. And what the Panthers need? One more, right? They have 5 wins,
Right. Let's real quick on the. What's Jerry Jeudy's stats? Zach has the under 825 receiving yards.
Unfortunately, it's like
I'm pretty sure
539 because he hasn't been catching any balls lately.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Zach's going to win that. Tom Brady under 4,400 passing yards. I think that's looking decent, or it could be close.
Who has the under?
I have the under against you.
Oh fuck! Wait, what? Okay, hold on. Let's take a look. Tom Brady current stats, right? What's the number again for the audience?
4,400.
4,400.
4,400. He needs 1,100 over the next 4 games. He can definitely get that. Yeah. Jalen Reagor. Zach and I each have the under 700 receiving yards.
Yeah, has he played a game?
He just got a kickoff return, but he went out for like 6 weeks to start the year, so I saw that. Yeah.
He's got 256 yards.
Okay, so, Scotty, that's a big hit for you because you would have won 15 each from Zach and I, and you're going to have to pay Zach and I 10 each. But you'll make it back because Tua Tagovailoa is not going to throw over 15 and a half interceptions.
And the Jets did not sweep the Dolphins.
Right. And I should have marked this on I took over Browns 8 wins against Zach, who took under $10. Miami Buffalo head-to-head better regular season record kind of still in play. Zach, you might win 18 there. Jason Witten, how's over 39.5 receptions going, Scotty? For Jason Witten.
Not
Receptions good. Or reception yards?
Not good.
Not
Judy,
great,
by
Bob.
the way, has 594.
Okay.
So he could hit that.
He could hit that. Cam Newton be cut or waived by the Patriots during the regular season.
Yeah, but look at the odds.
Yes, for Scotty, 50. Zach, 15. Who will win the NFC East? We're getting screwed. Lions could push. Kyler Murray, over under 25.5 passing touchdowns. What's he at?
Who has the over?
Just tell me what it's at.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I got you. Right now, he's got 42, or that's career. 22.
Oh, he has 22 passing touchdowns. So, Scotty, you might win that. He needs 4 more for you. You have the over.
Yes, sir.
Zach's going to beat me with the 49ers finishing below second place in the West. Panthers, what's their record? 4-8?
Panthers record, I think it's 5.
Let's find out.
Panthers record
bye week
is 4-8.
So
you are right.
Sounds like what I said. I have under 5.5 wins for $20 against Scotty, who has the over, and then after that we have all crossfire. So a lot of bets still to be determined. I got to update it with Zach and I's Cleveland over. Okay, we'll go into Bunk of the Week. Scotty.
Yeah, my Bunk of the Week is going to be Kyrie Irving. Came out and said that he finally feels like he has a clutch shooter. I mean, this was, I think, a while ago. He came out and said the first time in his career he has someone he can trust as much as himself to shoot the ball, and Kevin Durant. And Bron just, old Bronny LeBron in the news came out and said that, I would just wanted him to be a superstar.
That was one of our most creative segments. Why is LeBron in the news?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here it is. Stand of the week,
J.R. Smith.
LeBron in the news.
Yeah, J.R. Smith taking offense to that.
Yeah.
Kyrie's.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin Love would like a word. But he was like, Tristan Thompson needs to give Kyrie a call. But no. LeBron James came out and said, like, all he wanted from Kyrie Irving was, him to be a superstar MVP caliber player. And then everyone is just, like, on LeBron's dick for it. He's like, he's such a good guy. Like, how could you hate this guy? And I'm like, Kyrie Irving just gave fuel to the fire, and it's annoying.
I'll go my Bunk of the Week. It's creeping up. We're about to be double-digit days in December, and I'm, like, just now hitting it where I'm, like, haven't done official Christmas shopping yet.
Really?
Me neither. Shit.
Yeah.
All we have left to do is get your gift. We've done the gift for everybody else.
Oh.
So there's another thing you have to get is something for me or us.
Aren't you wearing it?
We didn't get to go into homage, so
Yeah, I still have to get you guys something. But yeah, it's getting to that time where I've thought about gifts for people, but haven't pulled the trigger yet. And now I'm getting dangerously close into that. Like, I don't, if I...
there's a tab on his laptop that says Nikki Boots.
That was from last Christmas.
Oh, Jesus.
Still
haven't gotten it?
No, I got those. But maybe. But yeah, I
Real creative, Nikki Boots.
I'm not gonna forget what it is. But yeah, I haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet. So I'm getting into that dangerous territory where like I need to take a couple days and figure out what I'm getting everybody, and then make sure I order it that day, and then like hate myself for waiting because it's gonna go all out of my bank account at once and be like, fuck, broke again. Zack, Bunk.
Yeah, my bunk. And I'm having a hard time deciding if this should be my stand or my bunk because
Always fun.
ESPN ranks Pelicans power forward Zion Williamson at number 19.
Oh, how much do you hate him?
On their top 100 list, above Paul George, Kyrie Irving,
Yep.
Russell Westbrook,
Fair.
Kemba Walker.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So
yeah, I actually
obviously,
like that. Kemba Walker's the only.
I want that to be my bunk because it's obviously wrong. He's not better than Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, he is. Kyrie Irving, who hasn't played in over 300 days.
So he's not better than. He might be better than Paul George, but he's not better than Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, he is. Russell Westbrook's had a horrible season.
But I will say this: it could be my stand because it lets a fat boy dream that you can be something in the NBA.
Russell Westbrook, Joe Biden shaking hands in above the handshake, 100 million shots in 100 days in Washington.
How are you preparing for NBA
you get it?
Sunday?
Joe Biden said that he wanted to give 100 million vaccine shots in 100 days. So like both him and Russell Westbrook want to put up 100 shots in 100 million shots in 100 days. Hopefully that the vaccine is more effective. Stand of the week. We only have to wait one day for another football game.
That is great.
Rams-Pats, Thursday night. Monday, Tuesday football was splendid. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me wait 4 out of the last 5 days.
Yeah.
We're at 8:30 on the day that we don't have football, so that's good.
Exactly, yeah.
But that game last night was sus, wasn't it? Did you guys
Not if you bet on it.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I guess
we won.
so, yeah.
My stand is we got Big Mouth. It's back, and it's so fucking good.
stand.
Yeah, watched it all already.
Oh, fantastic.
It's so good.
I like 2 more
I sat down and
episodes
watched half, and I was like, oh, man, like I should probably take a break. Yeah, that's a good stand.
No monkey business. You two. All right, buddy. You've got a stand, I've heard.
Yeah. The stand of the week is going to be the NCAA rule changing because now we get to see Ohio State in the playoffs or just play against Northwestern.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's my stand of the week just because.
Did they play Northwestern last year? Or was that 2 years ago?
I'm glad that
2 years ago. Gotcha. Go ahead.
COVID usually fucks these things up, right? You know, it's usually like it's canceled, deal with it, fuck you. March Madness was just like, oh, sorry about it. We're not going to make any kind of rule adjustments. It's over. Sorry. So I figured like this is what could happen with the OSU game, and my stand of the week is that it lives on, even though Michigan is full of cucks.
So let's get into that. Ohio State, Michigan canceled. Zach, you suspected this. What was your gut reaction when you found out it was canceled yesterday?
I thought we were going to schedule another opponent, but now it turns out we don't have to. I kind of hoped that we would have.
Right, you're going in kind of rust.
Tulsa would have been a night. We could have picked up Tulsa.
UC?
We're
like 100 miles away.
Well, no, UC's the one that had to cancel.
I know, so we were both open this week.
No, UC can't play because they have COVID.
Well,
so we could pick up Tulsa.
When you said, though, like, why is UC afraid of Tulsa, it was the American at their conference that's the one that said UC can't play. UC wasn't going to cancel.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
But, you did not have fine words for Harbaugh on Twitter.
He's such a bitch, dude. Like...
But aren't you guys are both Mr. COVID, so shouldn't they not play if it's not safe with the COVID numbers they have?
It's safe for sure. I think Michigan's cucks are letting it get into the... I think Michigan should have had better precaution, but, like, no, they totally shouldn't play.
Yeah. Ohio State, the fucking coach gets it, and there's minimal positive tests. and then they're back the following week for. I thought that Michigan State game was not going to happen.
How was the game? How was the game last night? Fucking happen. How is Des Bryant pulled from the field after warming up and being around everyone, and then the game happens? Isn't that like the prime fucking example?
Well, I'm surprised we haven't got any positive tests.
No,
today.
I thought for
it's in 2 days. It takes 2 days, but like even so, even if it's a
it
false
takes
positive,
2 days,
but they knew.
Yeah, it takes 2 days, but Des Bryant got tested in the morning and then again in the afternoon, and then he got positive.
Hello, this is the exact that you guys are proving my point. Why is the Broncos game canceled when the quarterbacks are high risk? When literally everyone who was warming up with Des Bryant is just as high as risk as the Broncos QBs were being around someone who tested positive. Literally the exact same situation, and the game went on. So the NFL has, to me, is biased depending on the situation and whose team it is, because they're like, they're already on the field.
No, but no one's disputing that. No one's disputing the Broncos shouldn't have played if all three of their quarterbacks were out. We were just saying like it's not going to take.
It's good for ratings.
It's not going to take 2 days, like you said, for the Ravens to get it. Like, why would it take 2 days to see if there's positives between the Ravens and Cowboys if Des Bryant tested in the afternoon and was deemed positive later in the day?
Because
they tested him in the afternoon. It was inconclusive. They tested him again that night, and it was positive.
It's one of those rapid tests where they've had all, like, I don't know, because the rapid testers, when there was 40 cases in Chicago right before the regular season started, and like they all deemed them false positives, and I thought that's the ones they were having trouble with accuracy on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Were the false? I don't know. Were the rapid test, but I don't know.
But in
it's
any
just-
case,
it just
Harbaugh's
shows-
a bitch because he just wanted to save his job, because if
He's
that
not
game
even going to be
happens,
at Michigan. He's already looking at NFL. So what?
guess that's true. He just wants to go into. I think it's harder for him to go into those
Denver?
meetings if he just got it fucking trounced by Ohio State.
I don't. I think Michigan's AD would rather have it canceled and be like, okay, well, like we'll start fresh. Like, what's it gonna matter? Are they even having bowl season?
Everyone in Michigan wanted that game to be canceled.
Well, yeah.
So they got what they wanted.
Yeah.
But the college football playoff, I'm kind of coming around on it being expanded, because now, I mean, it's just pretty clear they're never going to let a non-Power 5 team in there, especially since UC is now, they didn't play last week, and they dropped to 8, and 2-loss Iowa State moved in front of them to number 7.
Because they beat Texas, I think.
So I was just like, it's the NCAA is going to lose so much money this year, so why not just put Clemson, Bama, Notre Dame, and Ohio State in it? Everyone's gonna watch that game, even if they're mad that they're like UC's not in it, or BYU before they lost to Coastal.
Right.
But I mean, in the future, I think you almost have to, because there's no way they're gonna let a non-Power 5 team in. There's just no way.
Yeah, not in the current
format of 4. Just bring it to 8 or even 6. And give them incentive for the top 2 seeds to get buys.
I think the problem is with not letting a Power 5, because Power 5s can still, out of conference schedule, and even if they get a marquee win at the beginning of the season against say they played Notre Dame at the beginning of the season.
Saying non-Power 5s?
Yeah, Cincinnati played Notre Dame at the beginning of the season, they beat them, and then Notre Dame is then dropped in the rankings. They may win out the rest of their schedule. They still get a chance to get in, but because Cincinnati's playing all of their, they don't play their marquee
Tulsa's
game.
and Houston and SMU.
Right, but they're not playing Notre Dame at the end of the season.
Right.
I think that you should be able to schedule your marquee games towards the end so that it matters more and it looks better. That gives you a better chance of getting in my
That's
opinion.
why if I was like Luke Fickell, I would have tried. I know they canceled, so they couldn't have a game this week, but I would have tried like all hell. If it was like Tulsa had to cancel, I would have tried like mad just to get UC to play Ohio State.
Right.
What's the point? Like, we're not going to make it by just playing the games on our schedule.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, UC and Tulsa are going to play in the conference championship anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. It just sucks for their ranking.
Right.
I think so. So yeah. Anything else on that, Scotty?
No, that's it. I'm just happy. Obviously, the NCAA is making the right move. I think they've been pretty hesitant to change the rules, but I mean, the fact that they did it pretty quickly, I guess they had some time.
It was the Big Ten.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that they they had some time to prepare for it. They knew it was going to happen.
It was easy. Yeah, it was easy because the Big Ten just had to say, do we want one of our teams in the playoff or do we not? Yeah. I mean, I understand they still have to beat Northwestern, but that seems pretty likely,
right?
In any case, so yeah. Who are you going to do? Stardom, Sid'em?
Stardom, Sid'em.
Stardom, Sid'em.
I'll go. My stardom is the Kardashians canceled their Christmas Eve party, and the quote, "We're taking this pandemic seriously" is a must. So I'm glad that Kim, after having that birthday party on a private island, is doing the right thing and canceling the Christmas Eve party, because it's a must to take this thing seriously.
It's a must.
It's a must. California, it's bad, I think she said. So, stating the obvious, good for her.
I wouldn't know unless she told me it was bad, because she's the source of news for me.
But, yep, not fake news. Fake boobs, but not fake news. All right, my stardom, iCarly is getting a revival series.
Really?
Yep, with the original cast members returning. I know we've seen
Miranda Cosgrove really going downhill.
Well,
she's like, please just return.
Has anyone seen her in anything since iCarly ended?
No, but
That's what I'm saying.
I've seen Jeanette McCurdy's leaked nudes.
Well, right,
and
we all have.
And I am
Let's
interested.
go.
That's
gross.
Is that Simp Hall of Famer Freddie back in it?
Yeah, I know. He's probably the one that leaked the pictures.
Scotty, you have a stardom.
I do, and it has to kind of to also do with film. Though we talked about this as a Sid'em kind of last week. I'm not on board with Warner Brothers putting all their movies into streaming in 2021, but I am so down for the newest Pixar movie on Christmas. Soul to be on Disney Plus. That's going to be epic. It's by the same producers of like the best Pixar movies. It's same producers as like Monsters Inc. and Up.
Are you a Pixar stan, Shelby, or do you not care for him?
Pixar stan.
You are, okay.
Nice. I picked the right one.
Not only is Soul going to be on Disney Plus on Christmas,
not to be confused with Chasen.
Right.
Can't wait for that reunion show. We'll get into it. Ratface is back.
Right.
Let's go. All right. Sorry, go ahead.
Scotty.
Wonder Woman.
84.
Also going to be on.
We get that
Wonder
Christmas
Woman,
Day.
84, Christmas Day. And then
HBO Max.
WandaVision on Disney Plus coming to us. Marvel WandaVision.
Is that in February?
That's January
March.
15th.
January 5th. Holy shit. Right around the corner.
Right around the corner. So that's my stardom.
It's my first week of school.
My Sid'em is Coach K.
Yeah.
And because Coach K, it's what he does when his team loses. He comes up with something. He has an illness. So
my back hurts.
So basically,
So
he
dry
said,
out here.
He said the NCAA tournament, like they can't afford to miss another NCAA tournament with COVID because of the money it brings in. And then Duke lost last night to Illinois by double digits at home. Not like a terrible loss. I mean, they are 6th in the nation.
Yeah. Illinois is a good team, Scotty.
Huh? Indiana, you mean?
Illinois.
Oh, for college basketball?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yeah.
your potential in-laws team?
So right after the loss, Coach K then said he's like, why are the NCAA, like, why should we be playing basketball right now?
It's not worth it.
What a pro. I kind of want to start him.
Well, I do kind of feel bad for the basketball players being like Coach or Jay. Is it Belis or Bilas?
Billis.
So it was neither.
Who was an absolute snack in college, apparently.
Yeah, he was. He basically called all basketball players essential workers because they can't go home and see their families during the holidays because then they'd have to quarantine when they come back to campus. But they can travel from city to city and play these college basketball games because money talks and bullshit walks.
Exactly.
Scotty or Zack, a Sid'em?
Yeah, my Sid'em, and this will take us into our next segment.
No.
too.
Mine's going to take it into the next segment.
No, mine is going to take him into the next segment.
Mine actually is.
Nope. It's not.
Okay, go ahead, Zach.
So you already did your Sid'em, didn't you?
No.
I thought he did his Sid'em.
Oh, go ahead.
I did my Sid'em. Well, my Sid'em actually does take us into the next segment, so we'll just compete on whose is better.
Okay.
It's a Sid'em off.
It's a Sid'em off.
Mine leads us into a segment that we're doing later. It doesn't have to be the next
I'll
one.
judge whose is better.
All right.
And then that's where we'll go next.
Yep.
Zach, don't even. Thanks for showing up, Zach. All right. So
You're kind of conceding already by going first. Let me just say it looks bad that you're voluntarily going first.
All right,
Yeah.
Scotty, go ahead.
All right, so
Scotty,
nice Sid'em, Zach. So my Sid'em is going to be the producers at the Bachelorette because they have the Men Tell All, right, next week.
Wonder what the next segment could be.
they have the men tell all next week, right? And there's after this next roast ceremony, there will be 4 guys left, and then they'll go and like meet these families.
Or maybe
hometown week, but then on the men tell all like preview, it has dudes who are still on the show when really the 4 guys who meet families won't be on the men tell all. So those 4 dudes are supposed to be excluded, yet here's Noah on the men tell all preview, like sitting down on the couch like, oh, I wonder if he gets eliminated next week.
Well, what? Wait, but couldn't they just every guy that's been on the show?
No, they don't do that. So the men tell all come out right when there's hometown weeks, and the hometown week men all aren't a part of it.
Oh.
Well, I don't think it's a secret that Noah was going home anyway.
Yeah, so they just...
I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
I wish you hadn't said that. All right, tough act to follow. So 2024 Olympics are adding a new sport, I guess you could call it, break dancing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
They took out wrestling. They added break dancing.
Kurt Angle would be pissed.
He would be pissed.
I kind of like it.
I feel for him.
What's that breakdancing movie? Isn't it
Stomp
breakdance?
Stomp the yard.
Stomp the yard.
Breakdance the yard.
Stomp the yard.
Oh. Scotty, what's that breakdance movie? Is it breakdance?
I was hoping you would repeat it. When Shelby repeats my jokes, that's when I know they're funny.
Oh, you were joking. Okay.
Which leads me to ask. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I won. It leads me to ask, what if you were the head of the IOC?
Didn't seem like he was a
aside
judge
from
on
accepting money, aside from accepting money from Russia to let their roid rage women in.
Easy now.
What would you add? What sports would you add to the Olympics? Wrong answers only.
So I guess I'm not the judge of the first ever sit-em-off. But we'll go into the Mount Rushmore of things you would you would add to the Olympics. Zach, since it was your idea, you have the first pick.
Figure rollerblading. It's like figure skating, but you do it on rollerblades.
And 80s music plays in the background.
Right. Skates. But you're on the 2x2 skates, not rollerblading. So figure roller skating, I should say.
Okay. I like that. Scotty?
Football. Hello. Fucking bring
Wrong answers only, Scotty.
Wrong answers only.
You're not what you want. What would be ridiculous?
All right, foosball. Table tennis. Or foosball table games, like I think that's stupid. Like where the little men kick soccer balls. That's definitely not an Olympic sport. Damn it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but it could be that. I like the wrong answers only. So I'll say Olympic sport switching from Fox to CBS on NFL Sunday. When after the 1 o'clock window,
commercial dodging.
No, not necessarily, but just like when the 1 o'clock slate ends and there's not a 4 o'clock game on CBS, but there is Seahawks Cowboys with the sun going through Jerry World.
Yeah,
and golf is now on CBS. Mm-hmm. How fast can you flip over so you don't miss any more action in that 4:25 window because the 1 o'clock game ran long?
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be good.
Yeah.
Snake back to me. I said the marble races. Because did you have that?
Yep.
Because that was a big thing of quarantine. Was that was viral for about 5 minutes. It was like right after Tiger King, before Michael Jordan's documentary,
right.
Last Chance. It was like marble racing for like a day or two.
When we were betting on NBA 2K simulations,
that Thunder +4 lock of the
days.
Century was the worst play ever.
All right, soapbox car racing.
Sure.
You know those cars that you make and paint when you're like 6 years old?
Yeah. It was Scotty's turn.
It was his turn. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
Say soapbox racing.
Soapbox racing? Yeah.
Good one.
Super creative. No, how about just like... I don't know. I didn't do this segment right, but like there's a lot of different ones. Alligator crocodile wrestling, that would be fucking stupid. Just picking up rocks on the side of the road and throwing it at people who can get.
Oh, I'd say skipping rocks.
Skipping rocks.
Yeah, skipping rocks would be good. I think
kick rocks.
I think there is a competition. I don't know why this is in my brain, but I specifically remember like watching like an old like hot dog eating competition, and like at the same time there was a rock skipping competition going on like 2 miles away, and it was like every dad with New Balance and cut off jean shorts was in it, and it was like, it was pretty impressive.
Nice.
All right, Zach.
Hurling.
All right.
Hurling.
Nerf wars.
Yeah, big one.
Nice.
And then a pie eating contest.
Yeah.
Because I think they should have just a Joey Chestnut can get a gold medal. I think they should do hot dog eating contest.
No,
but
it should
yeah,
be that
pie,
dude from YouTube that gets it, right? That
a pie eating contest would be dope.
Certainly not Zach. A controversial finish in the McDonald's Big Mac pack, which we knew it would end that way. All right, Scotty.
laser tag.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the competitive tag, where they're just like flying, or they're just like flying through these. It's like parkour on crack,
right?
Like parkour with Adderall XR.
Yeah.
Oh, those we'll get to the honorable mentions.
Beer pong.
Idea. Yeah.
I've seen that movie too many times. That it should be a sport. Also did stopping the gas tank right on $30 and not going a cent over.
Yeah.
But
There you go.
like it's not prepaid, so it's like it's going fast. You got to stop. Yeah, I like that.
You only get one stop,
so you can
though,
do that
too.
the best.
Like you can't
Yeah,
just
you
like
only
you only get one spot.
one shot.
Right.
one
I'd say you
opportunity.
get two stops. Maybe 2 stops.
It's the Olympics. It's the best.
Still
of the
get
best,
gold or
Joey.
silver
true.
or bronze. You get like
Yeah.
yeah. Is it
Okay.
my turn then? Is it back to me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say chicken. You know that game you play in the pool. You got to get a good
Nice,
base.
nice.
Like what?
Or Marco Polo.
Your body's a triangle. You're on my sturdy under 30 list.
Oh,
Last one's
Good God. Okay. A jerk off contest.
What?
I think that'd be great. So you can bust the first.
Okay.
What?
First a nut.
Zach, how you doing in your college picks, by the way, that you don't send to me anymore?
I haven't picked it. I didn't pick any yesterday or today.
Or the day before?
Or
The day before that either.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah. I don't even know what your record is.
Honorable mention.
It's 5-1.
A shoe tying race.
Ooh, like that.
Laundry folding. Filing your taxes.
Nice.
How quickly you can
Don't
get
get
through-
audited.
Yeah, don't get audited.
Lawn mowing.
Yeah.
Like who can have the best? Like every person is given like a certain, just a big rectangular front yard in like Madison, Wisconsin to mow.
Yeah. Those slap contests where you see those dudes just like trying to knock each other out by slapping each other in the face.
Most easily tanned. Who can get a tan first?
Yeah.
Sun bleached. Is there any others?
Chair folding.
Chair
Oh,
folding
yeah,
is a good one. A lot of church people would be good at that.
Right.
Who could hook up an antenna and scan through the channels as fast as possible to get it all set up?
Explaining Bluetooth to your 90-year-old grandmother.
Well, imagine watching that
I,
on TV. Like, Grandma, you put it
One
in
thing,
your
just
ear.
looking around the room, like who could put the most ornaments on a Christmas tree
Oh yeah.
without it like tipping over? But like to that point of
Jenga.
Yeah, to that point of like explaining stuff. So my cousin's a huge Notre Dame fan, and he's on Facebook, and he basically put like, who wants to bet over under 24 hours it takes for the NCAA to change the rule that Ohio State doesn't need 5 games to get in. He's a Notre Dame fan, so he hates Ohio State. And I went to my parents yesterday, and my mom was like, your cousin Jimmy texted me about Notre Dame, Ohio State cheating, and I was like, okay, let me respond to it. And she just showed me it on her phone, and it was a Facebook post that he put up. She said he texted me. I was like, do you think like The Rock Johnson just texted me his new movie?
This coming from the lady who wanted to invent smartphones, which were already a thing.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. She's like, I'm gonna create a phone. Like, all right, Carling Graham Bell. It's what my brother called her. Oh,
Great.
all right, we'll go into Boardwalk, Snake Draft Pick'em, and then Bachelorette to finish. All right, let's go Snake Draft Pick'em. So all of us went 3-1 last week.
Nice.
So
Status
Zach,
quo.
Zach's still a 1-game lead over me. Scotty, you're 6 games
Okay.
behind Zach.
Back off, bitch. This is my crown to win.
Well, you have a crown to win. You have a pick to make. You have the first pick in
We're gonna
Snake
buy
Draft
you
Pick'em.
Kamchaka.
Week
Nice.
Week 14 of the NFL.
I've moved up to platinum now.
NFL size.
The second shelf from the bottom. I'm going to take the Chiefs over the Dolphins.
Ooh,
Chiefs over the big old Dolphins.
how about that?
How about that?
It should be an easy one right there.
Once I get to the games, I'll have something.
I got them on my screen if you want to look.
I got it now. I'll take the Seahawks over the Jets.
Yep.
Oh no, you fuck. You bitch.
You got this. There's still some easy ones out there.
Yeah, I'll take New Orleans over Philadelphia.
You have another one?
Yeah. New Orleans over Philadelphia, and let's see. Tennessee over
I'm
Jacksonville.
worried these aren't going to... Damn it. I'm worried these aren't going to be here when we come back.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Green Bay over Detroit.
Yeah,
Green Bay over
I
Detroit.
almost took that one.
And I think we just got our. I think there's 5 games with the spread of, or there's 6 games with the spread of over a touchdown. So there's one more left.
Is there now?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Buccaneers over the Vikings.
I don't like
That spread. That spread is
Love
over
it,
a
but
touchdown.
What else am I going to pick?
6.5.
I might have to
Fucking
just
Cardinals
bet
over
the Vikings
Giants?
there.
Or vice
I
versa?
love the Vikings there.
Love the
Spoiler alert
Vikings.
for Boardwalk.
Love the Vikings. Even though I didn't
still
bet that.
6.5?
It's still 6.5. All right. You have another pick.
Oh, Jesus. I knew you were going to ask. Fuck. Panthers over Broncos.
Ooh.
Panthers over
Teddy
Broncos.
Two Gloves is back.
C-Mac is back.
C-Mac is back.
Back.
C-Mac.
Carolina. I'm up.
You are? Oh yeah.
I'll take Dallas over Cincy.
It's just best if you don't question him, Scotty.
I was gonna take Dallas too. Andy Dalton revenge game.
By the way, if this was Andy Dalton, Joe Burrow, I'd be there in a heartbeat, and I wouldn't miss the first 2 touchdowns of the game.
Would you wear a Dalton jersey?
I'd wear the half and half Dalton Burrow jersey,
You'd make it.
the Brady Quinn girlfriend special.
Laurinaitis.
Sure.
Man.
Scotty, you have 2 picks.
Yeah, this is where the men become the boys. The men gets transitioned back down to the boys. You got fucking hair in your nuts.
You got hair in your nuts, bitch.
I guess I'll take. Fuck.
Who does he take? I want to know who he would take in this game.
He might take it.
I mentioned because he hates both
Yeah,
of them
exactly.
with a fiery
What,
passion.
Vegas and the cold.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he'll just pass.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch it. I'll take Washington. They're on a roll against San Francisco. Little Alex Smith revenge.
Ooh. Okay. Last pick.
Alex Smith revenge. Did they hurt his leg?
No, he played
Oh
for
my
San
gosh,
Francisco.
Zach. He got drafted by San Francisco.
Oh, I
Number
just
one
think of
overall.
him with. I always just picture him with the Chiefs.
Give me a little Houston over Chicago action.
Nice.
Houston over the Bears, huh? Yeah.
And I'll take Atlanta over the Chargers. See over in that. Whoa.
Cannot take.
Matt Ryan in Atlanta against Justin Herbert.
Wait, can I take
Over's
the
only-
Thursday night football game?
No, that's what I was gonna ask.
Because I'm gonna change my pick from the Texans to the Rams.
Well, Zack is up.
Flip
You
a
can
coin.
crossfire me. You can crossfire me because I'm taking the Rams over the Patriots.
Oh, bold.
Why would I crossfire? I want the Rams.
No. Yeah.
I think we're set in stone there.
All right, fine.
Let's go to Boardwalk,
Go
where
Patriots.
the same
Where wins become losses.
the
and
same
losses-
place we're in Snake Draft. Zach is in first in Boardwalk. I'm in second in Boardwalk, and Scotty's in last.
God damn it.
Scotty, I was 6-2. You were 5-3 in your 8 picks. So I moved up. I was a half game behind you. Now I'm a half game in front of you. But you're 3 back of Zach, and I'm 2.5 back of Zach.
Anyone's
and
game.
We'll start with the Thursday. We'll start with the Thursday night game. Rams hosting the Patriots. LA a 5-point favorite. Over under 45.
Okay.
Shelby.
Zach.
I'm gonna take the Patriots +5.
Okay.
I think. I mean, I'm covered if Belichick pulls it out, and he's probably gonna. He's
And I
bound
can
to go
push.
on a late season run. But I think it's a close victory for the Rams.
Okay.
So that's why I'm taking the +5.
I'm going under with my favorite under ever of the year of the century.
44.5.
Patriots just put up 45 with special teams help against the Chargers. And this is Belichick against McVay, the Super Bowl rematch of how he shut down McVay.
What was the final score of that game?
13-3.
Exactly.
And at the same time, we have the Rams facing with one of the maybe the best defense in the NFC because Chicago doesn't try anymore.
Right.
Against Cam Newton, who can't throw for over 100 yards a game. Favorite under of the year. Favorite under of the year,
Wow.
45.5 earlier. I hit on it. Scotty.
I'm taking the Rams -5. I think that they're hitting their groove.
We have a crossfire, the rare Scotty v. Zack. I have to update crossfires from last week.
Okay.
So I definitely have some winners in there. The Rams -5. I don't think New England scores 5 points.
Yeah, minus. There
Wow.
you go.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just the Rams are starting to find their groove. They just took first place. I don't think that until that there's a head-to-head matchup between Seattle. I don't think they. Do they still have one coming up? Head-to-head. Yep.
Yeah, they'll play. I was just looking at it. I think they're going to play in Seattle. I think it's week
perfect.
17. It might be for the division.
Yeah, I think they take care of business on Thursday night.
No, they don't play week 17. It looks like week maybe 16? 16. Rams at Seattle, 4 o'clock. And then we have Titans-Packers that night. So how about Friday? How about the Friday game they give us? Friday and then 3 on Saturday.
Friday game?
So they give us a
'cause it's
game on
Christmas Day.
Christmas. Game on Christmas, Vikings Saints. And then
Rematch.
and then when you're when you're full of cookies and shit on Christmas, or the day after Christmas, they give you 3 games. Buccaneers at Lions, Niners at Cardinals, Dolphins at Raiders, and then you got your full Sunday slate, and then you polish it off
Beautiful.
with Bills at Pats Monday night.
I might bust.
Okay. Vikings at Tampa Bay, laying 6.5 over under 51.5. I'm taking Minnesota plus 6.5. Scotty.
It is a trifecta,
Hey!
my friend. We are all in agreement. I love them plus 6.5. Tom Brady is on a downward spiral.
I'm changing my pick.
He's not as spry as he used to be.
I don't want a trifecta. That's not how I'm going to win.
boy.
And get up. So I'm going the over 51.5.
This is how you increase your
Over 51.5.
deficit.
Over 51.5. Don't mind that.
but
We could still all win.
Yeah, we could. Next game, Indy. Laying 3 on the road in Vegas, over under 51. Phillip Rivers, top 5 guy you
Scotty
wouldn't want to go to
overs,
Vegas
51.
with. Shelby overs, 51.
Zachy Vegas plus 3.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Jalen Hurts makes his first NFL start. Saints at Philly, over under 44. Taysom Hill versus Jalen Hurts, what we all wanted.
Oh,
Zach.
Crossfire.
I love the under 44 here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Over 44 for Scotty.
Taysom Hill running all over the place, killing all kinds of clock. Jalen Hurts runs a lot as well. There's going to be a lot of running going on here with both teams having a good running back field as well. I think it's going to be a lot of churning clock,
Problem
churning
is,
and burning.
Doug Pearson doesn't know how to run the ball.
so-
He'll throw all the time with Jalen Hurts, and I think Saints will put up. I just need the Saints to put up 20, and then the Eagles will match.
Yeah, it'd be like 21-10 or some shit.
Yeah.
The Eagles will match. Okay. All right. I'm taking. So if I like a team in a game, I like to cut the handicap in half by just singling out the Eagles' team total
Okay.
under 18.5. That's what I'm taking.
Okay.
I don't think they'll match, as Scotty likes to say. Pittsburgh at Buffalo, -2.5, over under 46.5. I'm going Shelby Ovas. Going 46.5. I think Pittsburgh bounces back offensively. They were on a short week against the football team, and that offense struggled. They won't drop 13 passes again. And the Bills' offense, I love. Steelers without Bud Dupree, it's making a difference. I called.
You did, but you didn't.
I didn't at the same time. I was on the Achilles. It was ACL. Okay, Scotty.
This is a tough game. That's why I'm taking the Bills. I made the mistake last year. I know the Steelers. have a good defense or whatever. And last year, I bet on the Steelers against the Bills in Pittsburgh. And I know they didn't have Roethlisberger. It was like one of my worst beats ever. But this year, I'm not making the mistake. I'm riding Josh Allen -2.
Spoiler alert: Buffalo -2.5. My bonus
What's the odds restrictions on these picks?
-1. Anything up to 200.
Okay, so I can take Steelers +6.
No.
I'm just kidding. No, I will take Pittsburgh in this. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine.
But yeah, I'll take them +2.5.
Okay, I gave my bonus. Scotty gives his bonus. Right meow.
Right? Scotty, bonus.
I'm pulling it up.
Oh, okay.
Cut it out. Hold on. I'm pulling it up.
No, you cut it out. Just knock it off.
All right, Joey from Full House.
Cut it out. Why don't
I had it.
God, I hate that it
Zach,
takes
your bonus.
I hate that it takes
go ahead,
forever
Zach.
to get. Yeah. So let's just go ahead and go over here. Yeah, I'm gonna take the under on Cam Newton's passing yards, 185.
That's a lock.
A half.
It's -124, but that's a lock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, under 185.
Yeah.
Don't you just want to
Jeez.
drive to Lordsburg right fucking now?
Yeah.
Put everything on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good bet.
Yeah,
Sure,
my
lock.
my bonus. Oh, okay, yeah. My bonus is going to be N'Keal Harry under 14.5 for his longest reception in the game.
Okay.
N'Keal Harry can't fucking catch anything. Ever catches anything. Cam Newton can barely throw 15 yards. So
Are we all going Thursday night game? Player receiving?
This is for this is bonus, and now you're on your lock.
I know I already have my.
Yeah, you already had your bonus.
Yeah, I already have my bonus.
So this is gonna be your lock here.
Is that just on the weird book, Scotty?
yep.
Okay. Of course it is.
God, what an asshole.
I'm just kidding. My lock, Cincinnati Bengals. I'm riding it. It's 2-0 since Joe Burrow was hurt. Cincinnati team total under 20.
Oh, it's at 20. Wow.
20. You can get that at
Well, they're
20.
playing an awful Dallas defense.
Right, but that's why I like it even more because Dallas defense is bad against the run, and they played the best running team in the NFL last night, and now they're playing one of the worst without Joe Mixon.
Is he coming back or no?
No, he's on IR.
You only have to be there for 3 games now.
This would
though.
be his third game.
Oh, this is? Okay.
And the Bengals just lost Jonah Williams for the year as well.
Oh, no.
So Cincinnati Bengals team total under 20, 2-0 since Joe Burrow was hurt.
Hey, I have some beef.
I'm going to have a good consolation matchup with Gio.
Yes, sir.
I have some beef here. First of all, my lock is going to be the Washington football team and San Francisco Niners under 43. Both teams are going to have to run the ball or Alex Smith check downs with Mostert back, and then both quarterbacks aren't going to put up large stats. I like the under here, but didn't we do Boardwalk off the books on Monday or Tuesday night or Monday night that should be counted to this?
They were.
But you said I went 5-3. So we
You
had
went
two
3
bonus.
and you went 3-3 on your last Boardwalk on the podcast, then went 2-0 on Monday night.
Did we not have an extra bonus last week? I must.
We
be
did
tripping.
not do one. No. We did a regular 6 picks.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So the under in the Washington football game and against the Niners, under 43.
Okay, Zach, lock it up.
My lock is the over 49.5 in the Chiefs-Dolphins game. I think that
You can't push.
right. I can't push. That's true, but the Chiefs are on a roll with their offense. I really think so. And Dolphins seem to still be electric. I mean, I know they've been playing some not so great teams here lately, but I think Chiefs defense is kind of sus. So yeah, I like the over in this one. I think there's gonna be a lot of points scored.
Here's tease and thank you. 6.5 point 3-team teaser pays out plus 151. Bengals plus 10 against Dallas. Minnesota plus 13 at Tampa Bay, and New Orleans Saints -1 at Philly. All right, that happened. Okay, last but not least, it's Bachelorette Talk. We had a spicy episode, gentlemen.
Spicy? Why is it spicy?
So, do we want to? Because the episode starts and ends with Bennett.
I am so off. Still off Claire, not Claire. Tasha.
Tasha?
I'm off Claire as well, but I'm also
right.
still off Tasha.
No one's ever been on Claire except Dale. But yeah, I know. I'm kind of on Noah's side.
Thank you.
I'm shifting. I love Brennan, but
Bennett.
Noah, like Brennan is the one. Bennett is the one that started everything. He's like Noah's the 14-year-old, but Bennett's the one to speak up out of the group and start shit.
Yeah, like.
And Noah's kind of sitting there like
minding
on,
his own business. He's just like, well, if I didn't have the cocktail party fucking ruined by somebody the other night, I was like, whoa, you know.
Yeah, Bennett's always the mastermind behind it, and then of course he brings out that gift, which I thought would be his downfall.
It was really, actually.
Tasha just kind of, I thought like they were going to get to that book on emotional intelligence, and Tasha was going to be like, Bennett, you're gone. But instead it was like a drawn-out process.
I thought she was going to send both of them home. Like, she sent Bennett home, and then she was coming back. She was like, don't smile.
Don't smile. This was not a victory for you.
Like, fucking deep-throated a bunch of Tic Tacs. Like, it's like, I'm ready to fucking mac on this whore.
She probably does do that, but just not right away.
Bold move by Noah to for her to say, like, you'll get your last chance at the cocktail party, and then Noah not even talk to her at the cocktail party.
I thought it was fucking stupid. Well, I don't want to get to the rose ceremony too quickly. If there's other stuff you guys wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I'm blanking on the order of everything, so it's just kind of a word jumble right now where we could go in any order possible.
The at the rose ceremony, I thought for sure it would have been Noah. Ed went home, which was good, and Spencer went home. Who the fuck is even Spencer? Is the Asian guy gone?
Yes.
Okay.
We're down to 6 guys right now.
But yeah,
no,
Spencer,
maybe 8. 8.
7.
7. No, 7.
7?
8.
7.
8.
It's 8 if she lets Bennett stay.
That's right.
Why is Blake still there?
Blake
yeah,
has
I know, right? He even was like, I'm hanging by a fucking
Blake has
thread
the
here.
one-on-one next week. And my prediction is she won't even give him a rose. Like at the end of the one-on-one. Like she's
she's going to send him home.
It'll be like the one with Easy.
I thought she should have sent Noah home, and I really like DeMar. I was sad that DeMar got
sent. He's too normal.
Okay, let's talk about the lie detector test.
Definitely wasn't a lie detector test.
Right, how stupid that was.
Did you see the laptop screen? It
frequencies
was just
like
it's just like
like a frequency bar, like it was.
So someone in the back room just put like just press green, neutral, or red, and they're just like, oh, like like lie detector.
Right. Well, who's the guy who's the lawyer who said he doesn't even let his clients do this, and then
Riley.
Then they got the name wrong. I laughed at that until I realized why, but I don't know. Like, I don't think that was a lie detector. So was that thing set up?
It has to be
for it to be like, we're gonna ask you your name and then you can come out.
Right.
Because like she didn't ask anyone else that.
Right.
And but I just like how she like reacted to. How about we hook up Zack C back to the lie detector test and be like, did you really cheat only in 6th grade and that's it?
I know, right? He could just use that as a blanket statement. Like, he's like, have you ever cheated? He's like, yeah, I did in 6th grade. They didn't ask, did you cheat on ever again on multiple times?
Right. He's like, no, I cheated with a 6th grader 2 years ago.
The Bolorama.
Yeah, he never said it. He never said how old he was at that point.
Right, exactly.
A lot of explaining to do from Zack C, actually.
Well, Zack C looked psychopathish a few times. Like, I don't know. That was my observation from him. And the other
He's
guy,
in recovery, you jackass.
Well, there was just a lot of sadness in this episode with the other guy.
I tried to kill myself.
Yeah,
twice.
Yeah, hopefully he's better at one-on-one dates than suicide attempts.
He's like,
chill.
I haven't even told my sister. Well, I guess she's gonna find out now. It's like, you might want to call her.
Shelby, that's
like the sister's just.
That's more insensitive than Max Kellerman fucking making fun of Dave Gettleman for not wearing a mask during the NFL draft.
Scotty improves to 4-46 in his last 50 episodes trying to mention that. Anything else really?
Bennett comes back.
Right, yeah, we were kind of. I was trying to save that, but that's the biggest part. Is of course Bennett comes back, and she even admitted to lying on the lie detector when she do you regret sending someone home? It was that's why it's so set up.
My favorite,
right?
Because it's a precursor to Bennett coming back.
Yeah, it's like when Bennett didn't know how to add 2 + 2. It was like, I don't know how numbers work. Like, you went to fucking Harvard.
My favorite part was just like, do you regret sending one home? And she's just like, no. And it said unsure. And then Brendan, I think his name, and looked right back at Noah, and he was just like, I was probably talking about Bennett. I was like, damn, that's kind of cool.
Did he really say that?
Yeah,
I
he
must have
looked
missed
back
that.
and he was like,
Legend. But yeah, like to me, this episode was all about what was going to happen between Bennett and Noah, and obviously Bennett leaves, but then he comes back. So in reality, we got no closure in this episode because Bennett is still hanging on it by a thread.
Yeah. Well, I have a question too. When Riley had his alone time with Tasha, he gave her a 1-week anniversary gift.
Right.
Has she only been there for a week?
No. What was? Did they? I was also
It was like we've been boyfriends and girlfriends for 1 week.
Because that was a
so
that was a thing. Like
how does she
that was a
view
thing.
it?
Like he like jokingly, like a couple weeks ago when they were alone, he asked her to be his girlfriend, and she's like, oh yes, and so like that was like a playful
That's why Zack C gave her
Right.
the wedding photo.
Yeah, I just thought this was weird because it's like, does she consider herself to be dating all of these men?
No, that was
Okay.
Again, that was like
she's dating she's dating Riley and just cheating on Riley with all these other
She's
dudes.
also married to Zack C while
Yeah.
dating Riley.
Yeah, but she wants to bitch about cheating. Okay.
Right, yeah.
You learn to live with yourself.
We should, yeah, no kidding. But we should definitely watch the finale all together. It's
Yeah.
like if we could find a way to
Yeah.
make that work. Either we're all at the same place. Or
How many more episodes are there?
I don't know, but I was
Scotty,
planning
our
ahead.
our
3 or
resident
4.
expert. Okay.
Yeah, it could
3
be
or
over.
4.
It could be over the break.
Do they when they have 2 episodes? They have one on Monday and Tuesday. Do they have a hiatus during the holiday, or do they just go straight through?
Not usually because usually like in January the next season starts and they're still doing that. So COVID just pushed this one, and so now they're doing the Bachelorette and Bachelor back to back, and they usually don't do that.
Find out when the finale is, Scotty, if you can.
I'm doing it right now. The finale is going to be I can't find out right now. Hold on.
All right, so the biggest part of the tease into next week is the what is it? Is it the tell-all?
December 29th.
December 29th, Tuesday, December 29th.
I
Zach,
will
be
be
over the
one
break.
day in town.
What?
I'll be back from vacation that day. The first day I'll be back.
Sweet. So you're definitely driving all the way down here. Maybe we can go to Columbus.
Maybe we can go to Columbus that day. Maybe there's a Tuesday night football game that day. We could do split screens.
Why don't we just give?
There's not one scheduled.
Why don't we go give someone COVID real quick and they'll push the game back to Tuesday?
All right,
you go.
Hardball. But anyway, so
him.
before we end, it was the teaser into next episode of what is it called? The tell-all or
Men
the
Tell-All.
The reunion.
the
Men
Men Tell-all, where we get the guy back who called Claire the oldest bachelorette in history.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait for that. I saw some Ed, R.I.P. to the GOAT Ed, who just disappeared without a single intimate moment.
Even though he had he was getting that white shit put on his face in the credits.
They just don't
She was
show
putting
it.
that face mask
sometimes
on him.
they just don't show like they don't think to be interesting. Like, but I guess
Yeah. Well, that's Ed in a nutshell. He got more
Right.
one-on-one time with Chris Harrison
on air.
than
Going to send his son to college, more like putting a son into Ed's butt.
What?
Okay. But yeah, Ed gone. I called him the GOAT because he made it that far without ever connecting to anyone.
Well, Blake. That's how I feel.
Blake's
about Blake.
Blake's a close second too. Like
Who
why the
started
hell,
out as my favorite.
why the hell is he still there?
Right.
Mr. Bold. He's a guy who was in love with Claire and not.
Yeah, he doesn't give a
Tasha.
shit. He's just like,
kinda
"Wow,
hanging.
I'm still here."
He's like, it was a nice vacation.
I think he might be the next. He could be the following Bachelor.
He's one of the better looking ones.
Him or Bennett. I
Yeah.
can see Bennett as
Bennett
the Bachelor.
could definitely be like,
Maybe.
who wants to be the Manhattan millionaire? Like, but yeah, the tell-all should be juicy because it's cut out the fluffy one-on-one date. I love you shit. It's all gonna be throwing hands, which I'm guessing is probably the best episode during The Bachelor too. When the women tell all, it's probably pretty electric
yeah.
too.
That's my favorite thing. My favorite thing about 90 Day Fiance is the reunion.
Oh, absolutely. The reunion before it was on Zoom.
Right.
Yeah.
The reunion, 90 Day
I'll,
Fiance reunions when they were in person.
I'll
was
close.
amazing.
I'll close the seg on this and tell you guys that The Bachelor is so much better than The Bachelorette, in my opinion, because the drama between women is like, so electric.
Oh yeah, these guys like love each other. Every time someone gets like eliminated in The Bachelorette, they're like, a lot of good guys in there. Yeah. I would marry him. And she's like, thanks, you're not one of them. And with the girls, it's gotta be like
it's so
petty,
hilarious,
petty as shit. Hilarious. Yeah, that'd be great.
That's fantastic. Real quick, Scotty, do you want to talk about the phone number that no one can call?
Yeah, they can call. What do you mean no one can call? They can always call.
I mean, no one's gonna call.
Oh, that'll probably encourage them to call. But yeah,
please call.
Give us your thoughts on the podcast. Curse us out. Call us whatever name you want. I don't care. Or ask us questions
on life.
Questions on life.
Just
Shelby.
I would avoid saying things that could get you canceled, because we are going to play them live on the next podcast if there are any.
We did test it, and I might have to go out into my own pocket to cover Shelby's therapy copay. But if you guys want to call and ask us a question about sports, life,
what you said.
Something, it's.
What did I say on there, Scotty?
You said, "Hey, I know this is for a segment, but I've been really struggling with my mental health," and then he just ended. So
I love how mine, it had like a voice to text. It was like, the Broncos suck and they always will, but it said the Broncos suck me always will.
So I saw your voice to text was bad, so my message sounded like, I know this is a podcast bit, but I'm struggling. All right, is that our show?
That's a show. Oh, by the way,
call that number.
No, guys, I didn't even.
You want to? Can you say what the number is on here? And I'll also tweet it out.
Yeah, we might have to say the number.
I'll put it in the tweet. But
it's 614-401-6426. Leave a message and we'll play it for you on the podcast.
Did you break up?
614-401-6426.
And I'll tweet that out with the episode.
Wait, what numbers go? Like when it says like call 1-800-TICKET.
There isn't. It's
like what is 64? What's 6426 spell?
6426.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we should have done it that way.
Let's find out.
Like the numbers.
I got it.
Like 642. So 6.
6 is MNO.
Okay, MNO. What's 4?
GHI.
GHI. What's 2?
ABC.
ABC.
And then 6 is MNO.
MNO. Call That's a lot harder than I thought.
Miam. That's right. We should have done Hope. That probably would have been good.
You have to go M&O. You can go OG.
You have to go I for the second one.
Okay. If you start with, but you can start with O and then go with one of these. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll brainstorm it. Is that our show?
I know. I want to get this kind of. I kind of want to tie a bow on this.
Okay.
It's got to end with a B.
We might we might be our first 2-hour podcast.
Nah.
Oh no.
Don't say it.
Call 614-401-MICO. MICO.
Great. That's our show.
That's our show. MICO.
But you really put a great bow on that.
Where the sun sleeps late and pulls himself a shot of tequila. It's a little place called Pleasure Island. That's where I'd like to feel ya. It's easy to find just beyond the last wave, where the dolphins and whales are up mating. Sail all day and all night and then take a hard ride. That's where I'll be awaiting. Pleasure Island, island of pleasure. No need to stop and think. Pleasure Island, a beautiful treasure. Come on down and have a drink.